especially since I think right now Bind has the greatest comp diversity at the tier 1 level. We have teams playing Harbor Viper.
Yeah,
we
if
have teams
Taco's
playing
on
the full
Chamber.
Bind comps. We have teams playing Yoru comps. I mean, there's everything. And the thing is, even seeing this Raze locked in doesn't help Spells's me because there's a Chamber for Taco.
Oh, dude, he's gonna be so pumped. He hasn't been on Chamber for so long. Oh my goodness.
He's back on it.
Here's the thing, guys. I really trust, when it comes down to like set plays, I trust Leviathan. You've seen it throughout LCQ. The first time they approach
What else do they
map,
go with it?
have
Chamber,
all these
Raze
really
makes sense.
organized set
Then
plays.
just normal,
And it's
just
on
Brim,
Cloud9 to
Viper,
defend
Sky.
against those set plays right now.
I tell you what,
I need to see
the
it from Cloud9 and
the
I
Cypher
love
might
that
be
pick out.
pretty
Like,
legit.
This is such a clash right now.
The
And I think
Cypher
the
might
Cypher's
work out
gonna be
pretty
such a
well. I
nuisance
don't know
for
how
Leviathan
the
to deal with.
calling is
Yeah,
against the Cypher. Like the contact plays against the Cypher over towards B in my books just kind of go up, but if you're used to a more bursty and you haven't played against the Cypher for a long time, it can be a little bit hard. So I think a lot of this will come down to the calling for LEV. And obviously if Taco can just go crazy, then fair play.
Okay.
They got a Harbor as well.
So what this allows
So
you
they
is
do
that
no
really cool
Viper?
pathing on your executes with the Brim and the Harbor. You can smoke off one side, throw some crazy walls to path backside with your Raze satchel.
I'm not sure how I
So
feel
many
about
options
it.
with that Harbor and a big ultimate to funnel orbs into. On top of that, you have this Chamber who can replace that Viper's role, apply a lot of pressure on the
Constant
short
vision
run,
over
or
towards
be
short.
pressuring those
Sure, let's see how they play it.
Cloud9,
I mean,
they're a prep-heavy
on
team,
paper,
and I
on
doubt
paper
they
it can
saw
do
this one
everything.
coming. It could be the reverse sweep for Leviathan.
This is it. Riot Games Arena, I'm gonna need you to make some noise as we get ready for map 5. One final map.
I think a lot of this is down to the Cypher. I really do.
Here's Doug and Bala with the final map.
Leviathan find themselves flirting with history, something that many have aspired to do, but only one team has attained, and that's pulling off a reverse sweep in a best of 5. Bala, I mean, we're talking about unprecedented territory.
And I love that actually Mimi points out the fact that Leviathan is going with this paper-esque play with the Harbor Brim, because that's the only team that's done it in the main VCT circuit. The reverse sweep. It's really
Paper X, but Chamber instead of Reyna.
I mean, we've got like
Kind of like the Reyna on it, but obviously on defense it's going to be great.
Just crazy.
I'm worried for both teams' attack. That's the easy way to put this. Worried for both teams' attack. We'll see what they got.
I think also when you think about the seasons that both of these
C9
teams
start
have
on
had,
defense,
yeah,
okay.
maybe a grand final,
So then
but
let's see
also
what
a
LEV can
stomp
do.
in favor of Cloud9, but holy smokes, are Leviathan
We're at 4-4,
beast.
I'm pretty sure.
At
I'm
least
pretty sure
they've
we
been in
even
this
this up
tournament.
now.
Now we find freaking Taco on the Chamber. There's so much
Taco,
history
you
to
get-
that. Mimi alluded to
Taco,
it on
you
the
get
desk.
your first game back on
agent
Chamber
that
and you're
defined
giving
his
me the
career, that
ghost
made Taco
and not your
what
bullets?
he is now.
Oh, look at this. Leviathan relying on some very standard stuff.
There.
Just replacing the Harbor, or the Viper with the Harbor here. Throwing up a lurk wall, and it lasts a lot longer than that Viper wall lurks.
It's interesting too the way they chose to do that because they cascaded in front of it, leaving a pocket where somebody could have been, but they walked their way through it.
And that
Taco
was
tried to
nicely
find
done.
space, but Leaf's patience pays off.
Oh, what the heck?
There's so many people here.
That was bold. That
There
was
is
aggressive.
so
Looked
many
like
people here
Dirk
for
hitting the
C9.
face with
Wait.
the paint shells.
Wait. You can get overwhelmed. Man, crazy trades. 1v1 already.
Rooney's going to be rotating from B, and he's going to be late to the party.
And he has no util with him, doesn't even have the cam, which could be a
Oh, he's
blessing
gonna
and a
hit.
curse.
Did he?
So he won't have to give
Oh,
up
I
his
thought he might
position.
have heard him, but he didn't.
Bold from Azino to try
It's
to
a
fill in
classic
U
v
Hall
classic
there.
as well.
Yeah, but he has to worry about short too, because remember, Taco died very
Yeah.
early. That trip is completely inactive.
9 bullets on the classic.
All this
Oh my
time
god, he's
gave
gonna
Rooney
just
get
miss him.
backside.
He's got a cascade and a high tide. A little bit of indecision as Rooney also has to meticulously check every single corner that's around. Rooney's gotten it to half. Is he going to pull off? Oh, he's going to keep it over.
Damn, 13 HP.
Missed, but the second did not.
Oh my goodness. And I'm not even sure if Rooney would tucked a little bit farther deep,
Yeah, he may have had more time.
he might have had space to stick
Yeah.
there. Eventually, Mazzino would have realized and gone
Okay.
deep for that. Either way, Leviathan with the pistol.
4-5 in terms of pistols overall.
It was crucial for them to get that one in the second half of Haven. They got both on Haven as well.
Dude, Mazzino took a ton of damage there on that. He got
Yeah,
down to 13 HP.
he chunked him down. He
even
really
realize when
did.
he got a shot.
Okay, Thief has the Marshal back. We've seen this before.
And we're going for 2 Bulldogs here. I mean, they've shifted up the
2
buys
Bulldogs.
so significantly.
Yeah, they've been a little bit
Oh,
safer
look
with
at
this by
Viper
now.
wall out from Cloud9 here. Oftentimes you'll see it a little bit further
Damn.
south in order to block the exit out of Hookah and
Boombot
block
and
Octagon,
Dog.
but it's much deeper towards sight here.
Right there.
We'll keep a close eye on how they choose to continue to play those walls. Meanwhile, for Leviathan, you see the same harbor wall that we saw in the previous round.
The fact that you can't really cycle that high tide and cascade combination that acts the same way as that Viper wall orb combination.
Could be interesting.
Makes their options limited.
I don't know if it's just an eco or not.
But you can tell they're really set up for anti-eco right now, sitting outside a bathroom, waiting for a pick, waiting for a peek, trying to get information. Whether Cloud9
for the cam spam.
They stayed on the other side of the map for quite a while.
Camping, bring it up, spam.
Now they move forward.
It's back wall.
They tried contacting up.
Was back wall before he picked up, right?
Taco got dropped. This time they're finding so much more space. The high flash and that nade is going to dissuade.
Well, the nade's decent. Wait.
LEV
where's the damage on that nade?
With the Marshall not connecting either. Shot and Jake is much worse for wear. Just takes so much damage. Seems like this should be another clean Leviathan round unless Cloud9 can win one of those vintage thrifty rounds. It's eluded them so much on Haven. And it does not look like it's going to be the case here. Zealous is left to try to make a play, and he cannot. A flawless round from Leviathan.
We'll keep an eye on if Taco buys armor, but I don't think he is.
Really, really unhappy.
Oh, okay. That's,
about what side they're starting on
that's
here.
Heavy armor.
Because this is where it all fell apart on Haven as well. And I think they lost a lot of their firepower on that defense. In terms of these eco rounds, you're asking them right now to be put in the position to play a full best
honestly though, he's got a pocket guardian with the chamber.
By banning Fracture instead of Bind.
Yep.
You mentioned how Cloud9 has been really avoiding this since that EG series in playoffs. Leviathan's not been forced to this map, but they've not been avoiding it either.
Oh, they used the wall to block this, but it's not going to really get them too much. They make sound anyway. Double satchel goes up, overwhelm over to wall. Boy, okay. Well, Taco tried to get the kill, didn't TP back. Maybe just fully committed with this one. We got trips. Yeah, they decided to fall back on that one. Double trips, been spotted. So using the cam to get the kill, like Minnie said, and it kind of works as a retake wall as well.
Does he dare go? The flash is actually towards elbow. So there's nothing for him to entry in.
Dude, King, you have 3 smokes left.
Of the cage, very well done. To pop in, but LEV just plays it better.
Okay.
So nicely considered. King's transfer's clean. Now Mazzino with the orb to buy some cover and buy some space, well handled by Zeppa.
Look at the HPs. Look at the HPs. Oh my god, this one was close.
Cloud9 are on the board.
And that orb, the Cove, actually made it really difficult for him to play around. It gives so much room for Cloud9.
Man, that looks scary. They're getting in with just the harbor util, and then they have 3 smokes for after plant and a Cove.
Not something they were able to succeed on at Haven.
Mate, if LEV doesn't get that spam, they lose that round. If he didn't get this kill, they lose that round.
Be looking to take battles and side of showers there.
That's a hard retake.
You
gotta save a flash for that.
Because then he'll start getting the advantage in that situation. You're gonna have to start considering just walling him off entirely. Or
dude, so many people are 1 away right now. The battle for the orb with showers is going down. Flash for flash. Neither hits.
Try to get another one. That's why they're using an entire ult to get bathroom control right now, so that they can get an orb over towards Shy, like you called up.
There's the Seekers.
4 people here.
And with that, Leviathan follow. Taco's getting the opener already. They've fully taken control of site. Rooney's still playing towards B, just now starting to rotate over.
Spike planted.
Oh, he's forward in front of it.
Oh, of course he is. But Mazzino's there to greet.
4? They got nothing.
He gets ahead of that cascade, and all of a sudden he's in a good position. Mazzino doesn't care at all.
Oh, they found the judge.
And now all they need to do is look from a distance at this Vandal.
And you hear Nazar satcheling up towards heaven. Rooney understanding there's pressure from all sides.
Oh, and he just triggered the trap as well inside of Hookah. You're right, Nazar satchel up there. So easy to pinch in.
That's a big round.
He did not need to spend his orbital strike because the kills came in so fast.
Yeah.
Taco getting the opener, and then another kill backside. That's before you even have Mazzino getting those 2 in the middle of all that. You know, use that sky ult though.
Yeah. We talked a lot about Taco, and for good reason in this series. We talked
they might never.
It's
hard to play against something like this, I think, if you've never played against this.
And when you talk about, you know,
And it's a good
difficulty in the
timeout.
mental struggles that require or that are
Looks hard to
almost
play against.
given in a best of 5 series like this.
Yeah.
He was a guy who was getting punished so many times on
I
split.
feel like at least
and
one
on
bit
hit.
of the Cypher need to
yeah,
scrap
that's
this
huge.
B thing. One bit of the Cypher you still needs
This
to go over
feels
towards
early
short at
from
least.
MCE, but
I still think the Cypher's just crazy
they
important
also
right
haven't
now.
really been getting off to slow starts that often. It was only what, Pearl?
Yeah,
It was like so long ago, but
Thoughts on Harbor on this
I
map?
think it was.
Honestly, some of the stuff I see with Harbor on this map, I tend to kind of lean that this might be its best map. I don't know if that's
CNC
like a hot
calm,
take or anything,
communicating.
but I like some of
Down
the
2
stuff on
rounds
this map with
early
the
on
Harbor.
bind, but one map to decide it all. And as I was saying earlier, I mean, everyone in the crowd, everyone watching at home has been gifted with an amazing series here in the lower final.
It looks good with the Rainer on this map. It really does.
it's rare. I'll say it again. It's super rare you get an opportunity to watch an attempt at a reverse.
Maybe
sweep.
that's
It's
maybe
even
that's just when
rarer
something
that it
plays it.
happens.
Yeah.
We have a lot of best of 5s in the circuit.
Okay, they didn't change too much up in terms of this one though.
And the
But
attempts
it's an
have
eco.
only come 6 times.
Deep flash getting some info for Zeppa. You see the buy for Cloud9 isn't great.
I'm looking for the adjustment here from Cloud9. They've swapped the Viper wall over towards the bathroom side. But Rooney was always playing on this B side. He just usually had a strange wall to help him out, kind of behind his trips, so that maybe he can get some kills off of the trips, but it's just not happened yet for them.
Stog's gonna. Is the dog gonna be at that's a nice kill. Is the dog gonna be at perfect time as well? Yeah, the dog's actually had a really good time here. They have an early trip as well. They hit nothing, so the rotate's gonna come in. All the smokes are down. King has his ult if he wants to use it, but they're gonna be 4 people here, so maybe it's like really hard to plant.
With that TP,
We've got
that
no
you're just
mollies
mentioning.
left. We just have a nade and an
Online, you
ult.
see Leaf close by with the
Got
shorty.
ult.
One flash.
If I see
Flash
them
goes in.
invested here-
Flood.
I don't think they
They're
will.
not going to, but it's not, you know, it's
Yeah, it's not out of the realms of possible with Cloud9. You're right.
Cloud9 just go for it so often.
The second flawless round for Leviathan in what 5 rounds that we've played.
Try to stay serious here.
Yeah, this is, I mean, again, to bring it back to the
a
veto
low buy.
discussion, they took a big risk by banning out Fracture early to try to get the map pool lopsided in their favor in the beginning of this. And I think that was a great strategy. But when it falls apart in the last moments,
Chat,
the
chat. What
conversation
did
after
C9
that
ban?
four
This is a
must have
this
been
is a
like, oh, this-
question. What did C9 ban?
Sorry for this veto. Like, this has gone.
Yeah.
This is possibly the worst situation
Fracture.
you could end up in, because Cloud9, you look at it on paper, you think maybe they needed to go in and win it in 4.
That was the same tether setup that Taco had from
The
the previous
Astra.
round, and the kills are so carefully considered
Oh
across
my.
short.
This is a gun round, and they're going for a push through their own orb there.
Nas are investing the ult, and I don't think he's going to find anything here. You hear it shot off towards Lamps, the nade there too to make sure no one's ahead of it.
It's just a guarantee that nobody else is pushing up against it.
And Zelsa's tried finding time on the other side
this
of the
this
nade.
doesn't look
But
great.
Nas will consider it too. Still 3v2 in favor of Leviathan. This
Okay.
is close. This is
All I
a
had to do is
2v2.
talk. That's all you have to do. All you got to do is just share your concern, and then the complete reverse happens. And I forgot about the power. Pretty cool.
That is unfolding
pretty
throughout
cool.
the entire series.
Nice round from those two.
Getting those first kills and then losing 5v3s, 5v4s,
What the
5v2s
hell was
in
that?
some cases.
Taco well ahead of it. It was traded to
What
after
actually went
another
down
kill went
here?
down short, and then Nasr with another, but Rooney and Zeppa with a massive close to the round.
Yeah, the fact that Rooney gets all the way out there in front of Truck catches King completely by surprise.
And so we see the first ult from Taco. We'll see if it gets challenged at all.
Dude, there's so many ults. These need to get used into this round. This is a big one. They can't get reset.
He's been having such success with the Vandal.
Oh, Mazzino.
It's interesting that Mazzino's taking that position instead of
Instead
Taco when he has
Instead
his
of
ult up.
Taco.
Instead, he walks all the way up with the hardware wall.
with his ult.
Oh, that's gonna give
For
it
God's
everything
sake.
away.
Steve, thank you so much. Appreciate it, Steve.
It's
Thank
tough
you,
to
thank
work
you.
from
Caster
here.
Curse
There's still
coming
got a
in.
minute left,
Welcome
so they
into
can
the Slug
definitely
Hub.
continue to work the
Good
map,
timing
but
on
this
that,
is an
Steve. Appreciate you, mate.
opportunity right
Thank
now
you.
for Cloud9 to go for some extra space.
And they've taken some. They have full showers control.
Caution here.
Jake is posted up there.
Wait, does he know? And he has a nade? Oh no.
That's still not going to feel good. Yep. Oh, almost gets a second, but Zepp is there to help.
And that's a situation where your Viper's on the other side of the map, not really knowing exactly what's going on. If he was closer, he might have been able to put that wall up in time for LEV to get out. Instead, he's left alone again. We saw it so many times.
Look at Taco.
25 seconds, though.
They're gonna rotate. What's the time? Does the Astra's gonna run, but then does Taco react fast enough? This is weird.
They're gonna flip the map.
Dude, this little timing over towards A. Wait, TP'd? Oh my god, Astra's owned it.
They never considered this. No way.
It's fine. Time. No time on this one.
We talked
All
about
good.
it at halfway through the round. Jake had taken showers control and just never gave it up.
Okay, nice round from them. They had to win it in terms of the money. Ooh.
Another huge play from the youngster.
He had a gun as well, right, Taco? He had a rifle there.
Incredibly good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
We were singing his praises for his lurks, singing his praises for his patience, able to contain lurks in most cases. And here he is again, maybe injecting some life by just holding firm.
One enemy remaining.
You mentioned King and his ult.
Alright, everyone's money is good. Can buy next round no matter what. Viper goes in.
Went for that Seeker execute. Alright, is he really trying to
It's an absolute classic.
that he's going through this when there's a pit up? That's a pretty crazy proposition. And question asked of Cloud9, are you going to actually respect this? And they will. Look at this. They're spending a dog to get
Full
through.
pass and stack with the Viper. They're very confident in their retake B. I wouldn't be after what I saw.
So they take the precautions.
I wonder if they use the orbital strike to challenge the.
Maybe it's a read into something, ult-wise.
Somebody walking in the front of it, something like that. Could
It's a very
definitely
heavy
do it,
stack.
but
Simply Sunny D, what's up, dude?
confirmation
As well
exactly
with
where.
the
It's so tough to
half a
make a call
year.
like
Thank
that.
you so much for that, mate.
I like that Taco's been
Thanks
really
so much, bro.
playing by himself, but I love this wall against the chamber. It's doing such a good job at just denying the opportunity for picks like this.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Getting away, but having
Did
to
they
do
time
so
the
via
smoke on this
teleport.
one?
Oh, they split the
Wall goes
side
in
on the other
half.
side.
Heavy
Very
shower exec.
unconventional high side. A lot of space given to the backside. They could easily swing through this, though.
Oh, that
Oh
cosmic
my.
divide. They're already ahead of it all,
30 seconds left.
and you still have Mazzino who's waiting in short.
I've got
They
your
can take a
trail.
step back, but they can't step back too
What
far.
a god move.
Jake with another massive round for Cloud9.
Player standing.
Cloud9 looking to tie this up unless Mazzino can pull off a 1v4. The spam through as Zeppa's gotten it to half. He has to take a step back, and Zeppa's going to take it the entire
Okay, nicely done. We might see a LEV timeout here.
What a round from Jake.
I'm getting tired of saying that. He's had so many.
Thinking back to so many of the early maps. It's that injection that you really need. I love this. It's a very strange Astro Wall, by the way. You called out how they're already ahead of it. It's kind of threatening that there's going to be people playing in cubbies.
Yeah.
Or actually completely isolating the players who are in bench, forcing them to swing through against you. But Leviathan just doesn't even care about it. They don't even consider playing back there.
They really turned it around when I
The
started
entire time, and still,
talking
now
out
we've
loud
got the
about me
hard wall, we've
worrying.
Got the Brim ult still. This is a combination. Could definitely
This looks a
work.
lot better.
Yeah, I really want to see a pop in there.
Or they tried to do the classic Fnatic dog stun,
It delays the push.
dog stun,
It delays
Brim
the
ult.
push, and Leaf is able to hold his ground.
Wow.
He
Ooh.
gets traded, yes. But how much more can they
The
find?
TP out. Dude, what a crazy round. Nice reposition from him. Great reposition. Oh, they're coming alive
still
now.
looking to deal damage and cannot. But Cloud9 with the numbers. And Leviathan left with questions.
Well, Leviathan started strong on this map. To me, in these last couple of rounds, it feels like they've reverted to Scrim Leviathan, where they're just constantly going for same idea, not really trying to counter out, for example, this Viper wall that's being placed down. It's so unique. Just going across the middle of the site. Normally you're blocking hookah window, you're blocking the long walkout. It's so unique. And it's forcing Leviathan in situations that they're really uncomfortable with. You can tell.
30 seconds left.
It's caused fits. They hear
Yeah,
the
that's
cam.
good info.
The deep
No way that
do they
flash
even
didn't hit.
manage
They're
to
gonna feel like they have
slide down?
perfect timing. They're gonna walk through the smoke,
There's no
right?
one really covering. Oh, but there's no challenge from Cloud9. Wow.
We cage that?
There was a threat, the cage. Maybe Rooney pushes into it, but never comes.
He's gonna hide in the cage when he
If
pops
that
it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna hear the cue that he gets in.
Respect.
They were waiting for Zalsis, now regrouping back towards it.
Nice molly.
King,
Did
meanwhile,
tag him
has
as well.
Completely cleared that elbow push.
They have to play ahead of the wall, too, because of where Zelsis is. He's still alive. He's got him, too. But Zelsis is there to save it.
Nicely done.
King looked cold for a second there, man. I thought he was
Oh,
gonna
these
do it.
rounds.
I've seen clutches from that same position so many times. It's really tough to actually swing through that choke. Synchronized, so it's 1 by 1 so often.
Still no
Don't have enough
timeout. There
room
it
to
is.
really
4 in a row.
layer yourselves on
Makes
that
a lot of
triple
sense.
swing. And here it is, first time out for Leviathan. Time to address some of the possible adjustments here.
After 4 rounds in a row from Cloud9.
Amped.
while
Yeah,
I
I
feel
don't know,
like-
man. I don't know what happened.
King's Eye gelling on Haven was fantastic. I mean, like Valen said on the desk, was constantly finding the right site. I do feel like right now I'm seeing them revert to the same sort of tendencies where you get comfortable calling the same ideas, same strats. For example, this high tide that's emulating the Viper lurk down short.
Yeah.
It's every round here from Leviathan. And that might be part of the game plan. That might be why they picked this comp. But at the same time, you watch other teams, and maybe it's just impossible of a task to, emulate Paper X, but you want to see some of this explosiveness with this comp as well.
Yeah, and that really just hasn't been the case. The one time we saw a quick, fast pop, it felt like they shot themselves in the foot with the positioning of the orbital strike. The fact that the spike was lagging behind in hookah, it didn't have the same go. So they were only really able to push out of Octagon in that round. We'll see what the adjustments are. And really, through the whole conversation we had, we didn't even address the fact that this Viper wall is still pesky towards B, and they haven't really found out how to navigate through it. And Rooney, done that twice now. Rooney continues to set up
Money's
his
still
utility ahead
good.
of-
1 person each, maybe from each team can't
that's
buy,
the thing,
but
right?
I'm expecting
You
a
have to clear
drop
the
from
cipher
either,
yourself.
depending
Can't get caught
on.
by it,
I mean,
but at the same time,
should
you
be
want to be
fine.
walking behind that wall.
Cloud9
The
might
problem
struggle
is
with a
they
drop
could
if they
it at any
lose
time. So
the round.
once you walk behind it, you find yourself in a position where you're on a timer and you have no clue when it's going to happen. I want to see them take elbow control from that, though. I mean, they have the tools.
Yeah.
Out of the timeout,
Them-
it's the same call. High tide down short,
I
try
mean,
to threaten
honestly,
the
this is kind of nice with the harbor.
See if we can get, if Nazor can get
It
that
is just
orb,
the
that
same
will
thing
have
with
a
Viper,
showstopper
but you
online.
cut this off.
He's got the nade and 2 satchels to work with. There's the orb. Thing is, they can't easily flip if they don't
NZR
have
gets
shower
his ult on
control.
that one, and he spotted 1, I think, not 2.
Some of the time when you watch players be completely
Flash goes
on
over
this
to.
lurk roll, on
Actually
this
messed up
back
his flash a
control
little bit there,
solo.
Zappa. It didn't go deep,
You see
like it
them
only
start
went
to gain
here, so
confidence.
they
Top
actually
does
don't
not
feel
really
confident to
fighting
over
as
rotate.
aggressively
The
as
flash
some of the
went
other players that
in.
we've seen completely take over games like that.
Okay, there we go. Much better.
I
Now they
think
can
of,
rotate one.
Alpha Year at Taka,
Might be a little
at
bit too late
Tokyo,
though. We'll see.
just dominating down.
Raze is kind of committed in terms of
that
Leaf,
lane.
by the
Here's
way.
the ult that you were talking about. Way high.
Damn, dude, these Raze v Raze ults
Leaf
are
was gonna
mad
get
in
away.
this game.
Jake repositioning, he's feeling the pressure in from showers. Taco has to make a play, and he
Oh,
cannot.
it felt like he
Another
TP'd out.
vintage Jake round right now.
No,
Nice
Rosito
insta
stopped
spam,
you dead
though.
in its tracks. Numbers
25 seconds on the plant.
A position to tie things up here, but Zelsis has gone unchecked. He's gone unconsidered. And the Cove is protecting him for now. Does he dare push ahead of the smoke?
King has a molly. This is a nice smoke for
Looks
them
like
to
that's
get
what
out,
they're
by the way.
waiting
I
for
liked
cooldown to
that.
come back. It's way away.
Yeah, how
I
patient
like
are
some
they
of the stuff
gonna
they
be?
got.
Can't wait for it.
They have to go ahead of it. Rudy's dropped from up in heaven. Mazzino gets a second, and now Zelsis has to make the play happen on his own. He's taking care of one, but he has so many more to consider. And he's calling the round. Leviathan have tied us at 5.
Right out of the timeout. The good call though. To go for the orb play first.
Save actually means they can buy into this.
And then the mechanics from
Because
Nazar
he
to
can
land a
drop
shot
him,
onto
buy
Leaf.
one, and
Yeah,
everyone else is
animations,
fine with the 1-9.
He was satcheling out
So
of
it's a
there.
good save. You get a big buy
That's a
round
difficult
into
shot
this,
to hit.
but they
On the
are
fly.
And the height that he got in the first place. I
They
love
are
the
down
wide
to
shot.
nothing after
Look
it.
at this. Flash over, showstopper out, Leaf. Here's his time. And when you get so high, it's like impossible to miss. That lands on top of the truck, by the way. What a
That
shot.
was actually so sick.
And also, you got to commend LEV for having the quick reaction to even get that far.
I commend both of them. It was sick by both.
Well, also, I would like to continue to point out the fact that he's again left in these situations where he has to react so hard.
Yeah.
Miwu, thanks so much, bro, for the 5. I appreciate that. 5 for the 5 lev rounds. Vamos. Okay, I like that, bro. Thank you very much. And we are, I mean, in terms of it, the buy after this would be in the bin. I'm not gonna lie.
Nas were trying to swing ahead of it, the nade, but you haven't considered the other side. Oh, they know. LEV is so dead.
It's again.
Yeah.
What the hell was that? What the hell was that kill from Jake, though? Am I the only one that thinks that was ridiculous?
Zepa's trying to play ahead of this right now. They might have information. That's King and Taco playing super passive.
This is straight up pre-fire off the minimap. Respect.
As they walk down short behind them.
This is nice. This is the play. Good luck to Zepa. He has to somehow just kill 1, maybe 2 if he's a god.
That flank is going to come super fast. He doesn't get it, though.
It's unlucky. No TP sound, so there's a chance they can catch them off.
The site is theirs. But they have no idea where the flank is.
He's not going to jump peek, is he? He jump peeks and he has the stim pack so he gets out and he can smoke himself off and then he can molly. God damn.
Staying alive with it.
He's owned it. He's absolutely owned it.
Only one spotted. And this trip doesn't really gain even more information.
Yeah.
Now they do know it's both on the flank.
That's why you saw Mazzino put that wall up and the smoke back towards spawn. But now understanding that everything is ahead of them, everything is before them. King still playing up in hookah. Jake trying to funnel out. They invest the orbital strike. Yeah, and an interesting moment, but it's secure.
Yeah, it's interesting use of this one, but sure. Their money's not great. 2-4 on what you see here. So literally 4 of them are wrecked money-wise. I don't know what they're getting.
In any case, 100%, not 100%, but like very guaranteed in that in any situation that comes through, just because he has that orbital strike. But the choice he makes here, it's a risk because it's used before anything happens.
Yeah.
It's a risk because you don't.
Quite see, I got no idea who that is. Not gonna lie to you.
Late in round in a 3v2.
You make it so that it's easy for you to play with your team there.
Sure. And they still keep Mazzino's Reckoning online. Different Viper wall.
Oh, the flash down long, time to swing.
Oh, huge out from LEV.
Big kill. Wait.
They were expecting that deep flash from long, and you see the setup. Mazzino trying to get past it, though. He's ahead of it. He's got that Reckoning. They're going to exact onto this. There are 3 members of Cloud9 here.
Whoa, he got that kill? Uh-oh, that one fell apart. Big 2 on 2.
Still, the Cloud9 players, despite getting stunned up there by that Reckoning, able to make
Is
this a 2v2 somehow.
Is there a body to scan? Oh, that helps.
Still doable.
The pesky cam lighting up. Shy and
Oh god, and he knows he's moved forward because his teammate. Oh boy, but it's a good plan. You got to ult. You got to ult. You got to ult. You got to ult. You got to use that ult. Boss man, you got to use that ult. Holy hell, that's a good half from Lev considering.
We've been here for almost 5 hours, and this one goes by in a flash. And Leviathan's in the lead, but narrowly.
Unreal. Just 2 rounds. We're going to take a look at that one more time because that's a round that is so fitting of the entire series. For it to go down to a 1v1, for it to go to a situation where Rooney had his ult, where he could have guessed right and it was a 50-50. Which way could he be? The setup from Cloud9 at the beginning, the opening from LEV, and the counterpunch from Leviathan. Unreal. But again, so fitting.
Yeah.
Just so poetic. For it to be Mazzino.
Can I explain why I didn't ult there?
Let's hear from Leviathan's
He 40 might get swung in the animation. Like, yeah, I don't know. I haven't got much for him, bro.
Se adapta muy bien a las situaciones que tiene enfrente, que son un equipo que decide muy rápido lo que quiere hacer, se encuentra en una situación y suelen tomar decisiones rápido como para resolverlas, entonces a eso me refiero que el estilo de juego de ellos se resuelve mucho en eso, en poder adaptarse a situaciones que se presentan en el momento muy rápido y en sincronización con el equipo.
For as much as Nasra understands the difficulty and what
Dude,
they're
I
trying
think
to achieve,
I think they
the truth
did
is they find
so
themselves
good
closer
to
than
get
Cloud9
7
do.
rounds,
Up
by the
2
way.
rounds going
I'm
into the
really
second half of the
nervous, and
map.
like this could be a
5.
cast, and I apologize to people that believe in the cast.
Crazy.
But I could be. Oh no,
And I
they
think what he was talking
tweeted
about
this.
there,
Oh
too,
man, that's a
Really
cast.
important for Leviathan to learn as a
Maybe
overall
that's
lesson,
the
not
real
just against
cast.
Cloud9,
Okay,
although
I don't feel bad about what I
Nasra
was gonna say now.
gave
I think
so
7
much
rounds
props
is
to Cloud9.
for sure
so.
enough.
Being able to adapt
Like
is
straight up,
something that has
with what I'm
completely
seeing, I
missed
think
for
for like
Leviathan
with a
over the entire
chamber
season. I think it's grown in
against
them
this
in
comp,
this LCQ
7 rounds
after
should
that
be
first
enough.
loss.
I don't
Once
feel
they
bad
started
because
playing
Lev
like it was
literally
last
tweeted
chance.
C9
As
saying you're
Taco
quiet
said.
or something, so the cast is not on me. That's on the tweet. There's nothing.
And
There's nothing
because
I
of
can
that,
say that's
think
gonna
you saw it
overwrite
a lot on
that.
Haven, you saw it a lot on Split as that reverse sweep started to get going.
Ziffy Russ.
As we close out this halftime, I want to draw you all
Welcome, bro.
again
With the Prime.
back to
Thank
how
you so
these
much,
two
mate.
teams have
Welcome
gotten
into the
here.
Slug Club. Thank you so
Remember,
much for that.
Cloud9 expectations were in the bin at
That's
the
our
beginning of the
saying, him.
season. Who's Rooney? Who's
Syfy?
Jake? Who are these youngsters, and how are they
Syphies?
going to pull this off? And they take Americas by storm. Second only to Loud. They
Thanks so
stumble
much.
in the playoffs, and they found themselves 2 rounds away from going to Tokyo. And they fall short.
Welcome
They have
into
to sit
Slug
back
Club,
and
mate. Thanks for
watch
that.
as
Appreciate
EG
you.
puts on an insane miracle run. And now they find themselves in
Thoughts
LCQ in a
on
position
Omen and
that
Harbour on
everyone
Pearl?
thought, oh,
I'm a
this
big
is
Omen fan on
theirs
Pearl.
for the taking.
But
I mean,
honestly, instead
surely
of the
with how
Harbour,
strong
you
they
might
were,
as well just have a
they
Viper,
fumbled
surely.
in playoffs, but
Then
you
your
know
defense
how good
becomes
they are,
crazy
and they
good.
find themselves with backs against the ropes against a
I'm
team that
too
struggled
I'm too
for the majority of the split. if we're
just
being
tunnel
honest.
visioned on the Omen Viper. I want to see it so badly. Okay, in terms of the pistols, we are at
Fortunately, a
this
whimper
now.
from the
It
Cloud9
was
faithful in the
4-2, but
crowd.
the last 3 pistols have gone to
That
Lev.
feels like
In
that's-
terms of their
uh-oh.
default, I
That's not
imagine
quite right,
it's
is
got
it?
something similar to the classic where we're mollying here all the time. The long holds pretty, long takes pretty good. This is a nice bait. The chamber. Oh god, this bait might work. Got a jump spot, then the chamber's gonna get one, and then they bait in here. It's like a triple bait.
And they'll swing together. Nasra and
They-
Shy while Taco gets out.
What's going on?
It's a safe harbor.
Dog goes in.
And
Trip's
Trip
gonna
covers
go
Zuka
here.
as well.
Into the smoke.
How does Cloud9 read this situation? Leaf has been so good at that exact task. Oh, missed flash there.
Yeah, that didn't make it up in hookah.
Either way, the information wouldn't have been there. They ducked away from it. And they're actually returning back towards A with that recalled smoke from Jake. That might be a cue. Flash through bathroom, gets no info though.
And it's a false sense of info too, because you see Jake is starting to fill behind that space. Also, the cam from Rooney confirms that there's nothing that's been pushed up through shower, so they know they have that space they can play through.
Triple
Love this from
TP.
Mazino.
Good luck,
Had
Astra.
an opportunity to use the high tide. He
You've
waits
been
until his team
absolutely
starts
wrecked. You've been
rotating.
dogged on
The
as
nade
well.
onto Jake is perfect.
He's not able to clean anything up behind it either.
And they're gonna flip.
They're gonna-
Shy is here.
Oh, but do they know?
And he's playing this safe. He knows. He knows that Cloud9 are coming
Well,
for
they
him.
know now.
Oh, and his position's given away. That flash is great, but he's got a flash of his own off the swing. He's not
Damn,
able to find
Seppi
anything.
timed
Well
that.
handled by Zeppa.
12
Wait, they
seconds,
flood?
though.
13
They're swinging.
seconds?
They're flooding.
Player standing.
Can they do it? Mazino keeping him back. Mazino
Wow,
with three.
nice pistol. In terms of the pistols, 4-6.
Both pistols in the book. Here for Leviathan, and my oh my, have everything switched. As we started the series, it was like no pistols going Leviathan's way. The eco's not
Yeah,
really
it was
working.
at one point. It was
All of a sudden, here they
4-2.
are,
They
up
got 4 pistols
big.
in a row.
As we start this second half and the final half.
This poor guy, man. he's waiting. He's waiting for his mates to go up short so that he can go late showers. And the the dog comes in, stuns him. Then he hears the double TP, and then there's a nade on the floor. Like, come on, that's outrageous.
That's so difficult to get through with unless there's a lot of go
All
behind
the
it.
cleanup.
And that's just not the case. Well handled by King. The nade to provide some cover. That's really pretty out of there then. Cloud9 will likely find themselves down 4 rounds on the other side of this. Although it is a sheriff in the hands of Rooney and in the hands of Zeppa. So it's certainly not all done. But Leviathan in a position to have a huge lead here if they can close this out.
Are we watching a replay right now? What's going on?
It's like we've seen this before for sure.
I'm confused. He had double TP, but he's waiting.
And if nothing else, it gets some
He's
playing
waiting to
money.
spawn.
Yes. And that's crucial. A lot of
Yeah.
people did buy up sheriffs. I mean, Leviathan strat maybe.
Didn't want to give him the kill.
Smoke's coming out.
Didn't want to
Zappa
give him the kill
is stuck in a
spawn
real
for
tough
them to get the
position.
gun.
I mean, the round is a real tough position for the ones that remain on Cloud9 to begin with.
I think a
Worked
really
out-
good
worked out great.
indicator of Cloud9's success is obviously winning ecos, right? I'm not saying that they should win every single one, but their performance on the ecos that they don't win as well. I think
Yeah, I agree.
if somebody looked into that, you might end up finding
Do you reckon they wanted to give him ult?
Cloud9 is one that's
as
really
well?
making these situations super
I mean, technically
close.
it's no
And
overpeak,
it's
but I
just
thought
not
he'd
even-
at least go to an off angle,
Not even that.
like for when they jump
It's
out.
a very
Enemy remaining.
passive attempt to go through that smoke. No flash, nothing like that. King is just standing on the angle.
Yeah,
Dolls
maybe
were ready to
Maddox.
nade too.
Yeah.
And that huge round from King, it started off with what, 3 kills he got and an orb has him.
Okay,
gave him
big
his
buy
orbital
round.
strike
Big buy round.
in the third
Bonus
round
isn't
of
that
the
good.
half.
Some stingers though.
We
It's
talked
been
about
pretty
how he
scary
was
in
a
the
bit,
past.
Perhaps
They're doing the
skittish
same
on wanting to
pistol
use it in
setup
the
'cause it
first
hasn't
half,
been
but
seen yet.
this early on defense is a different story.
Nice shot, dude. This
Leaf's still gonna
Taco
do the best
gets
to Taco, though.
Taco gets killed every single time. It looks like he's TPing away. Did they? Okay.
Now we're having Telly to get
And
out.
now they might just insta flood this side. It can only be one here.
Whoa.
Hey,
Leaf
respect
managing to
though.
clean it up, not without taking a
Respect to
considerable
Leaf, that
amount
was
of damage,
great
though, but you
decision
see the difference
making.
in the rifles
Just
in the
get
hands of
far
Cloud9.
away
Look
no
at this
matter what
pace.
you're
I mean,
getting
they just
traded.
completely ripped apart that setup.
Yeah.
That Leviathan had on the pistol as well. Remember, it was the same thing. I mentioned how Taco's going to play his TP. He gets ripped before even getting into position. That pace is something Cloud9 can rely on to maybe get them some momentum back here. King and Nosworth need to try to do some damage here.
Perfect rounds.
There's just really no way for them to get in.
Yeah, it's interesting. Looks like there's
The die to the spike.
died to the spike, yeah. I mean, there are a couple people close. Zappa, for example. Leaf
Don't
with
wanna
2
give him
kills
that.
could, yeah, you don't want to give him any ults, but at the same time, this is their
Alright,
first
doesn't
big
wanna
buy
give
here
him any
for
ults.
Cloud9,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So, and here's Sliggy talk about this all the time with Leviathan. It's like they never go for just a few kills, and they end up doing things like this. Obviously, they don't fully save, but it allows Cloud9 to start snowballing that bank
That's
just
me.
a little bit.
That is me.
Just a crack in the window. It's a small one. But we've seen how momentum driven
I mean, this was it was a perfect round for C9, straight up.
Individual maps. And how streaks have really just kind of gotten us to this point. They've dictated the series. Also, what a massive round from Leaf.
Yes.
The face of the flash, diffing Taco, and then getting a second on site.
Yes. Given the struggles
We're
he
going
has,
fast
and
into
look at
this, and there's 2
Double
people here. Are they
satchel
stim packing? Are they
coming
going to get to
in.
this angle
Wait, there's
early?
going to be presence on the other side.
A
Hold on.
flash through as well. Leaf is way
Oh, he
deep.
messed up his satchel a little bit.
Oh, well handled. Very well handled, and they're going to swing for a
Dude,
second.
he's out in the open.
There's a smoke there. The
Oh
ult.
dear God.
They're going to get out.
Yeah, and he had to go forward because he was going to get hit by the ult. Jake goes down to 45.
And you can't imagine he's going to re-hit
The
through
good
here.
thing for C9 is they still have money because
Maybe
of
that shot from Jake
not
confirms
losing
it.
anyone
They just
round
walked
before.
dry up short, by the way. No Viper wall at all.
They know. That's a spike, by the way. He's there by himself. But if there's enough pressure, if there's enough kills in space and Cloud9 can find on A through sight, there's room for Jake to work, but they both fall.
I mean, look how
Oh,
methodical.
they know where he is with that door going open as well. I think they knew where he was anyway, but
I mean, he's been stuck inside the portal by himself.
1-9
almost the
on
entire
top of
round,
this.
and now- So he comes
kind of
back
looking
out.
clean with some of these
Tucked in
duels
there
though.
when the Trailblazer came through to try to
When does
spot him,
MC
yeah.
get involved? Because this is a buy before they go down. If they lose this, they're on eco.
Bombs
And
have
then at that
dropped.
point, it's
His
12-6.
entire
Is this
team
not
is
the
gone.
last chance to do it?
And we're talking a lot about Leaf. This is a guy who's been so close to these international tournaments. I mean, a big portion of the Cloud9 squad.
Wow.
Since Champions 2021 has been missing by 1 best-of-3 to these global
Remaining.
tournaments
Yeah.
over and over. And his form on the defense, you remember how often he was just getting pushed and put in these impossible situations. Now he has the opportunity to have that go button himself.
Really cool harbor wall setup here.
That's cool.
Tab
It's
catches
just
it
smoke.
short, and then the long
Just smoke when you're
wall for
default.
B, and that allowed Taco to tuck in and get a kill.
I mean, it's a good idea with the orb.
It's
kinda
a
nice
good
you
idea if you
look through
flash
it,
the
do
back,
exactly
yeah.
that, but Leaf by himself goes in the back of that. Why is there
Yeah,
not
I
two
like
people
that with a
walking
flash,
in so
for
that
sure.
somebody's tradable?
It's a cool idea, to be honest.
That Cascade is going to be a little late, though, but the Reckoning will not.
Okay,
But
that
there's so much
helps them a
disarray
little
on the
bit.
site. They still have Octagon control, and they've got to deal with Jake. Meanwhile, Zepp was finding a massive opener. Taco cleaning him up. So many more in front of him, and he finds none. Drop the Seekers too, along with the neural theft.
Double
And the
TV.
Seekers trying to
Yeah,
find
nicely
King.
done.
Yeah.
They're gonna flip it. They're out.
And the Cypher's still up, so these trips are here. And Nosworth does have a satchel, but he does trip the...
Yeah, he's tagged by one of them. King's gonna be rotating through defender spawn. Nosworth ahead of it, looking to push the pace on his Elsis. The cam and the bullets from Zelsis were just too much. And now King stares down in a position to try to do something in a 1v3 where Zepp is weak.
Bro, you got so much money.
I mean, the finances are okay. This, again, it reminds me of the conversation we were having earlier, an opportunity, a position for Leviathan to try to deal some financial damage. But not keen on
Man,
be the fears, giving
they
Zelsis
hate it. They're just
gold
giving him
again.
money.
Yeah.
They're giving him
I
away
mean,
back in.
Moments like this, when you're 3 rounds away from going to the grand finals, any ult cycles from
It's a
Cloud9
lovely
is
round for
something you
C9. They
wanna
love
avoid.
that.
I do want to be careful though for Leviathan here, because I think there are 2 approaches that you can have on this. You can play not to lose, or you can play to win. Right, and for Leviathan, given that
Honestly, though, the
DNA,
fact
their
that he
genetic
walked
makeup
through
for the
there,
majority
he's
of
hearing the
split has
trip.
been one
So he thinks he's not going to be in hookah. So honestly, the bait from Taco there of being where his trip was actually kind of sick. Addison Huff, thank you so much. Addison Huff, I appreciate that. L9_Austin, welcome in.
Brings back that conversation you're having about the coaches and their conversation.
Thank you.
how owners try to
Watson
bring
King
that
saving
rallying
that?
cry.
I personally think he should be dueling.
Stimmy, the ult! And it's a misfire,
Whoa.
but Shy with the trade!
Nice reply in the end.
No
Holy
punish
hell.
either. Secrets are gonna allow him some space to breathe.
There's another.
Wait,
Crazy play off of
did
the
Sideshow send all of you to
dropping.
ask me that?
Such a quick exchange of blows.
What's going on here?
Between the two, it seemed like Cloud9 had firm control. But that counterpunch from Shy was
For
filthy.
God's sake. What's going on?
Back to his performance on Haven at 32 bomb. Just crazy. And Mazzino's joined him. They're walking.
Another contact.
Zelsis with a
Mazzino's
plant.
gonna drop,
No
and he
way.
gets away.
No
I thought
way.
for sure he was gonna be punished.
No speed there from Zelsis Aruni.
Whoa, boss man, you've blocked yourself up. You're giving him a chance. Give the Viper the spike. This is all. Yeah, he gives it. They just gave him a chance into this. They don't. Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa.
Rooney taking a little bit of damage. Mazzino's
fine.
gonna push it. Mazzino's gonna push it. 3 for the controller.
Oh, I guess he's in the decay. But
Now 11
it's always
opens
gonna be
up
one.
this diffuse.
oh, their money's okay. Apart from their money's not okay. It's really not okay. 1-9. These two can't buy. Man, Shy kind of saved them here. And they got the ult out of them as well. It was all planned.
Looking at the eco right now for Cloud9, it is not looking great.
With the timing of the dog as well, so they're probably hearing the dog coming from the left, so they're talking about killing the dog as well. Oh my goodness. So they buy into this as well? Oh man, this is it. Chat, it's right here. It's right here, right now. Oh no, does the double satchel actually hit this time? No one's fighting showers, it doesn't matter. Leaf is not the guy for that job. Leaf, boss man. But it's okay, it doesn't matter in this one.
They spotted with the cam. A lot of util used right here for Leviathan. Cloud9's gotten in
I'm
position to
stressed, bro. I'm
actually
nervous for
execute
both teams. I
onto the
really
same
am.
side.
What's the hit though? Is it Leaf?
It must be so. This one's stressful. Like this one for everyone involved, especially coaches, stressful.
I mean, they've got a
Straight up.
4-person stack here because of that. You can't
This
get
is
through those
great
trips.
from
Just gotta
King,
wait
by
for
the way.
Cypher to
He
go
has
down,
locked them in right
or just
now.
break him.
TP is the most
Can't wait for
perfect
the
thing. They're not
entire
going to
round.
know that. He's going to go close, going to see the
getting
trip.
so
Hopefully he's
much
not going to break it.
information.
He's just going to go back and he's just going to hold here and he's owned it.
That information's gonna help too. That nade is deep. Here's
Don't break
ult.
the
No
trip because then they know they can
satchel,
take
no
TP.
fire.
Oh, he goes down.
Leviathan have held them back
Oh yeah, Chad. I think
completely.
that's it, Chad. I think that's it. 5 chances,
I mean, they're on
2-4.
the precipice of doing the
Wait, is it 2-4?
unthinkable.
Yeah, it's 2-4. They got nothing.
1 round away.
Oh, they melted again.
And Fade is a cruel, cruel
They
mistress.
actually melted again.
For Cloud9 to once again find themselves
I
so
said, someone
close,
asked me. Someone
yet
asked me
so
last map.
far.
I said they
And
melt.
you hear it from the crowd, uno mas. That's all it takes for Leviathan. The reckoning for Mizzino, who's 24-10, by the way.
The last couple of rounds from him have been fantastic. Leviathan are trying right now to make this LCQ a LATAM affair. When at Tokyo, it was the first time.
Oh
we
god,
didn't see
boss.
LATAM team. There's another
Did
one
you
for
smoke?
Tokyo.
Oh no, you're not gonna go for the smoke as
An
well,
eruption
right?
of cheers from the crowd as they're one step closer. Second shot rattling off, not connecting, but LEV feeling pressure. They know where he is. He's spammed, he's done. Only 3 now. 2 stingers and a guardian. Now we're having to give the space back.
Oh my god, what was that?
Rooney and Zelsis all
Little
left.
flick up.
The spike in hand, they're all on site. There's
Oh,
reckoning invest.
mate.
Rooney falls.
They actually did it. They actually managed to do this. LATAM final. The reverse sweep. Holy hell. Damn, that was fun to watch though. That was entertaining as hell. God damn. There it is, LATAM final. The dream's still alive for them.